Hello, Respring Wolves. This is the November post-board meeting update. I want to first off, before I even get to this, just wish everybody a wonderful holiday season. It's crazy to think that we're already moving into Thanksgiving break. I know this has been a busy 5-day week for everyone. We appreciate all those of you that made sure your students were here on Monday. We're looking forward to getting through Friday and having a great rest a couple of days and then having a wonderful week off of Thanksgiving. And then before we know it, we'll be right into Christmas break. A lot is happening across the district in our buildings, a lot of hard work from our students. We're just proud of all that they're doing. Wanted to highlight just a few of the things that were discussed at tonight's board meeting. We reviewed the strategic plan belief that we believe in a culture of self-worth, mutual respect, hope, honesty, and responsibility. We have an environment where I feel our staff works really hard to create those kind of conditions with our students. They work hard to engage with our kids and supporting them in becoming good, strong learners, but even more importantly, to be great people. So we appreciate all their efforts and work and all that our community family does to support kids each and every day to help them become great human beings. The board norm that we reviewed this month is that we will operate in a manner as a board that will reflect trust and support for administration, staff, and faculty. That's an important piece. To continue to move forward as a collective team. We've worked really hard as an administrative team since I've arrived here to create an environment where there's trust, an environment where our staff and our employees can feel like we have their back, that we're going to support them. It's a balance of having autonomy so our teachers can do the work, so our employees can do the work and be really professional, having standards that they and parameters that we can work in to obtain excellence and be excellent, and then to just be centered on our why. And our purpose is focused on creating the best school culture for our kids. So I'm just proud of all the work that our board does and our community does. Want to give a shout out to the Shirley Meese and their family and everyone who's going to be involved in our community Thanksgiving dinner that they put on and run on Thanksgiving Day. That's a huge event, so just want to recognize them. I think they shouldn't be overlooked for all that they do for our community during the holiday Thanksgiving season. Moving along into our packet, one of the main things we discussed tonight is continued conversation that we're having with the board at each board meeting. Is part of our partnership with a collaborative group across our region. It's called the Success Ready Network, or Student Network Group. This is a group of educators in school districts across the state of Missouri that are challenging the current state of education, are challenging some of the mandates and things that have been pushed down on us in terms of accountability and how students are assessed and evaluated. So it really kind of stemmed with some school districts thinking about the current way we test with MAP testing and EOC. Is there a better way that we can, as districts, showcase a student's academic growth outside of just relying upon one measure in time when that data is really not relevant to us as kids take the test quickly and then they're off to a different grade level. There's not a lot of use for that data, or at least a challenge with really having data that's lagging behind. And so that has really created an opportunity for us to be part of this collaborative group. Dr. Kite, myself, and others in the district have been engaging in conversation and seeing other models across our region as we have visited school districts that are challenging kind of a redesign. If you listened to my video last month, I mentioned how critical Portrait of a Grad work is. The board, that was one of the biggest things that tonight happened, is the board approved our Portrait of a Grad work. And this is, again, not just about the competencies that have been approved and have been vetted out by our community members, but it's a bigger conversation about redesigning public education as we know it. And so our staff has been really working towards some foundational pieces over the last 5 years that are really connecting with the work that Portrait of a Grad is going to do in terms of student ownership and student agency, helping students progress and own their goals, and then be college or career ready. And so you're going to continue to hear this topic of Portrait of a Graduate, throughout our work as long as we continue moving forward in years to come. This will be part of our identity is helping kids, helping our let me say this, helping our staff merge core critical content, those core subject area critical skills with durable skills, such are the ones that we've adopted tonight. And so we're going to be pushing that information out, the portrait of grad competencies, because we'd love for you to begin using that language at home with your children. You'll see us over the course of, again, years embedding all that work into how we're designing public school for our kids. We are excited about strategic planning that's beginning here in December and will go till June. It's an opportunity for our entire community to rally around Portrait Grad and to rally around strategies to move us forward in the right way with our kids. It's going to be really important that we have you involved, that we have you engaged, and that we move together as a collective team in creating our roadmap, if you will, for the next 5 years. So we were able to have that discussion tonight with the board and really engage them in some collaborative conversations around what education is and what it should look like and how we can continue to better improve that system. Our administrators and our instructional coaches and our entire team are really centered around doing what's best for our kids, and we're beginning to have these conversations, and we've created the culture that has really allowed us to foster growth. And I think that's when we were invited to sit at the table with this Success Ready Network. And that's one of the things that one of the leaders that been part of that group, she said to us, is that we want you at the table because the Reed Spring School District, you're doing things that others aren't doing. We're doing some really remarkable things. So we have great things to come. We are excited to announce again that our Career Center is up and running. We have students over at Table Rock Career Center. They've been in for a little over, days blend a week. And so it's been great. I think a week. Yeah. It was last week that happened. Time flies by. We will have a community open house in January where we'll open it up to patrons to come in and see our facility. More information will come down the road so that you can have an opportunity to come see the new Career Center, walk through the halls, and it's just amazing and remarkable. So we're excited about that. I love the park. I love seeing people utilize the park. My family and I were over there last night or Monday night, and maybe it was last night, and just had a great time enjoying the park. What I really loved is just seeing all kinds of families and kids coming in. You had people playing basketball, walking the trails, playing tennis, pickleball. I'm just really enjoying that. So that's a wonderful thing to see. We had a couple program reviews. Our food service program review. I want to give a shout out to Jeff Westerholt and all that he does for our food service. We appreciate his efforts and energy. Lance Gosh and Evan Theobald, our athletic directors and support for our athletic programs, presented their reports today to the board. We are grateful for all our extra duty coaches and sponsors for all the hours you take to spend with our kids. We know it's a sacrifice and it's a huge commitment. We really appreciate you for all that you've done and do for our athletes and our participants in all of our activities. Again, the board approved Portrait Grad. We're excited to get that to work. We're going to be sharing when we come back from Christmas break. We're going to have meetings with our entire staff to talk about what this really means for our students and for us as we move forward. The board also reviewed our behavior intervention support position. This is a position that will serve as a support to our academic teams, to our reset rooms. We have had an increase in behavior, so Mr. Noonan presented that new job description and that position. It was up for board discussion and was ultimately approved. So we're excited to be able to say that we'll be posting a position that will be a support role in helping develop behavior plans and guidance for these students that are needing it. And then finally, we just did something simple of appointing our board secretary and custodian of records, shifting that to Chanel Lee as Rochelle Meets is beginning to prepare for her retirement. So that was it, I think. We had a great board meeting. We accomplished a lot. The board also approved some budget revisions and some things there, but overall our meeting was great. But more importantly, we're doing great things for kids. I'm proud and honored to be part of this work, grateful for just a great work that's happening across our campuses in all the rooms. Continue working hard. Teachers We have your back. We have our staff members, certified and classified staff. We have your back. We support you. Community members and patrons and family members, please continue to support our kids as you do. Get ready for strategic planning. We'll be having some notifications coming out at the beginning of the year, starts at the beginning of January, about ways to engage in action planning. So a lot of wonderful things. We appreciate all that you do and hope that everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving and a happy holiday. Take care.